don't you dare come near my no square. I've never heard that before. That's hilarious. I'm 33 and have been too embarrassed to say anything to my doctor because it's associated with old people 60 plus. I promise you, I didn't read this before. Why are there so many more bottoms and fewer tops in the general population these days versus 5+ years ago? This comes from the Ask Gay Bros Over 30 subreddit. The top comment says, but I actually want to sort by controversial. We'll come back to the top comment. That's one that I never thought about. Past 5 days, I wish. I'm thinking they probably meant to say 5 years. Honey, the total top started becoming an endangered species the moment PrEP hit the market. Throw in a dash of wider acceptance for the gay lifestyle and suddenly everyone's curious about the back door. Even straight guys are catching on to the joys of booty play. What used to be don't you dare come near my no square. I've never heard that before. That's hilarious. Has evolved into, well, maybe you can knock. Okay, slip a finger in. Actually, pound me all night long. I'm sorry, I'm too immature for this. And you bet they're keeping tabs to make sure they are getting their full 50% of the action. So think progress and evolving mindsets for the bottomless pit we're in. Fair warning, a lot of newly minted bottoms are going to need to take some topping classes and stock up on dick pills because, honey, the future is verse and it's coming for us all. Think of how rich we would all be if we had bought stock in Shower Shot or Your Shower Buddy or in Fleet 15 years ago. Sigh. Laziness. Ooh, this one's been closed down. Let's see what they said. Government control, reduced toxic masculinity. Side effect, many more men in touch with their feminine side. That's got 10 downvotes. Bottoms have greatly outnumbered tops for as long as I can remember. What has grown is the number of people who feel comfortable acknowledging that they aren't into anal sex at all. I think giving it a name of side really allows people to feel more at ease identifying that way. These things be intertwined. You see how my videos work, right? I think this is only based on observational anecdotes, so I wouldn't jump to assume that this is the case broadly. If you're anecdotally observing that you're seeing fewer tops, it could be a few things before jumping to conclusions about there being anything funky going on. Are tops less likely to advertise that there are tops now? Are bottoms more likely to use the apps now? Are people less likely to be versed now and instead more confident with a particular preference? Example, more versed people are now bottoms. I think it's because of two things. There's been less stigma around bottoming. It no longer makes you femme or weak. And two, PrEP has made people far less afraid to bottom because of the risk of transmitting HIV is much lower than it ever was. Now let's go back let's sort it by top. I think we're missing an elephant in the room. Greater prevalence of erectile dysfunction means many people don't even want to try topping, thus default to bottoming. Exactly this. I love the idea of topping. I just wish I could do it more. But even with ED medication, I can't always stay hard enough to penetrate, maybe 50% of the time at best. And my testosterone levels are within the average range, so there's nothing else my doctor recommends at this time. And that's what the guys who I knew who have ED, that's what they said. Even with the chews, they can only get so hard, and it's not hard enough to really be able to penetrate. And it's not fun for either party. I'm actually really surprised to see people on ED medication in this age group. I'm 33 and have been too embarrassed to say anything to my doctor because ED is associated with old people 60 plus. I've never heard of it in young people. I'm a bottom, not just because of this, but I love the feeling of being dominated, but I've always wanted to try topping too. And it's pretty brutal too. Stuff like antidepressants, which a lot of people are on, at least in the US, can be absolutely brutal to libido and erections, especially the latter. When I was taking Wellbutrin, it caused me to gain weight. I didn't have a problem with getting hard. I just didn't get horny that often. That's why a lot of older guys are total bottoms, even though they may have been tops when they were younger. That's a good point. That's not something that I considered. I couldn't agree more. ED is the leading cause of more bottoms, which honestly comes from porn. I don't really get the latter of that. 27-year-old, boy, you're right. I've been with many different men, and mostly younger and newer generations happen to suffer from ED. Surprisingly, most of the older guys, 1975 and backwards, I've slept with have given me better sex. Harder C's, like rocks, not blue pills or any other stuff, just naturally. Like you would know if they take a pill or not. I take half and that's good for a week. No idea what you're talking about. To be honest, even 10 years ago, we were all joking that as soon as a new top entered the local scene, 100 bottoms were already lining up for a chance to be pounded. I rolled my eyes so hard I saw my brain. I think part of it is guys feeling inadequate with their size and just assume they have to bottom because they aren't 7+ inches. It sucks for guys like me who are versed but 9 inches and girthy. I've linked with guys who claim to be versed or top who instantly wanted to bottom once meeting. I don't even want to bottom all the time, but the time I'm in the mood, there are never any tops available. Really? I mean, I have definitely topped several guys bigger than me. I'm 6 inches plus and not girthy versed, but I usually have to meet more than once to do it, so most of those are friends with benefits or more. This stuff just keeps coming back around. And that's even if you have repeats, because guys view others as disposable. And I promise you, I didn't read this before. The last top experience I had, he was 6 and he drilled me to sleep. Sad to say that encounter was almost 2 years ago. LOL. For the most part, the guys who claim to be top or verse just want to do oral or bottom only. Been flaked on more often than not as well. I haven't noticed that there are tops everywhere. Yeah, guessing someone asked something this person said in the UK, Sheffield. Hold on, I'm packing my bag now. There's no top shortage. Yes, we know there are also guys who can top, but guys who can top and tops aren't the same thing. They are the same to me, and I am a top. But if you're a top, how could you even be able to tell if tops and guys who can top are equivalent sexually? Oh, brother. I don't like going out with guys who make their identity. Yeah, we're not going to read all that. Confirmation bias is probably the biggest reason. People complain there are too many bottoms while being a bottom themselves, and they seek validation that fits their belief. I'm pretty sure there have been studies done on percentage of gay men that are exclusively the receptive partner in sex, and it was a small number, almost equal to tops. Here's a survey from France that shows tops and bottoms are almost exactly equal, which makes sense. If there are too many tops, then some will switch to being bottoms more to have sex, and vice versa. It equalizes itself out. I like to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Have you noticed a decline in tops? Are there more bottoms? Or is it about the same? Who knows? I might share your comment in a future video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video. For me, if you did not, hit that thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Talking spicy. Yeah.